Why would it need to be any different?
I don't know. Hello, everyone.
Howdy.
And welcome back to Room of Smoke. The Smokening.
The Smokening.
2!
Smoking Boogaloo. They got that puff room. Let's go.
I just... what is this?
Pretty good.
Have people softened up on that show, or is it still the blight of the world?
It is still the blight of the world. People have not...
People not over it?
People have not forgiven Star Versus. They just haven't done it.
You know, okay, so I didn't watch the final season of Star vs. The Forces of Evil.
Okay.
Because season 3, I'm so bored that I just didn't even watch season 4.
Uh-huh.
Right? But I will always, always have the fond memory of Star Gets Cucked.
It's so funny. Series peaked right there.
It doesn't matter how bad the show got.
Like, there's no...
It gave me that cultural moment.
There's no subtext. There's no if, ands, or but. Marco is holding her hand while making out with someone else. That is a classic cuckening. There is no other interpretation. Star's a cuck. I'm sorry.
So I was always a little sad because I knew my ship was never gonna happen.
And that would be...
I forget her name. That's one thing. You know the other human friend? The girl with the beanie?
Oh, fuck. We have this conversation, like,
I know,
every time we talk about the show.
but I can never remember her name.
I can't remember
but,
her
like,
name.
her. I wanted her with Marco.
That would have been very good. She already knew everything about him anyway.
Yeah, she had access to his social security, like, everything. She knows him in and out. And she's just such a top.
She so is.
And Marco was like...
Jana.
Jana?
Her name's Jana.
Jana, best girl.
Yeah. She's pretty good.
She knew what she wanted, and she took it.
Oh, yeah. Every time.
Like, absolutely lit.
She's like, haha, I got your virginity, Marco. But we didn't even have sex. I don't care. I took it anyway. Sorry.
I took your V card.
I took your V card. Sorry.
Oh, I think the show lost me during the first cast rotation.
Mm.
When they, like, moved to Muni, and we just got this, like, whole new cast of characters.
Yeah.
I think the show just did not survive for me with that, because I was like, I don't care.
Season 1 was just unarguably the strongest
I just had a
good
time.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of those things where I'm like, I don't want this show to have a stupid overarching story.
Right.
I just wanted, like, fun, stupid 11-minute adventures.
Yeah, which it started out as.
Yeah.
And then as it continued to try to be this big grandiose thing,
I'm like, I don't care.
It was really hard to just kind of
And it was annoying because, you know, you had Adventure Time, like, also went in that direction to the point where I stopped caring.
Right.
You have Steven Universe, which we know the zeitgeist at the time.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, man, I am...
Well, see, since you've
so
experienced that, I want to see... If you are ever able to slog through the rest of Star Versus, to compare them, like, personally. Because I'm curious as to what you feel. Most people... Like Future happened, and then because I think it was Future happened, and then and then Star Versus.
I thought Star ended before Steven.
I don't remember, but either way, the flum-ups of whatever Steven was so wildly overshadowed by the ending of Star Versus. Like there was nothing more hated.
That's wild to me.
It's just what happens.
Because I'm like, how? Like, I know, like, roughly what happens at the end of Star. Very roughly. Very roughly. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, face value that information, I think Steven Universe Future is worse.
Fair enough.
And maybe that's, like, it 100% is just personal hatred talking. Like, we're not even gonna front.
I wouldn't even blame you.
It is what it is.
Yeah, but it's fine.
It's fine.
No, your ship never happened.
No.
My ship didn't happen either. Which is me and Hekapoo.
You know, adult Marco and Hekapoo.
Yo, though. And that tension was there.
It was so there. I wish
there.
that tension was kept. It would have been uncomfortable, but
it
it also would have been really
so funny.
It would have been so funny at the same time.
I also loved Eclipsa.
Yeah, you would.
Hey, shut up. Actually, you don't have to talk so fucking loud, Josh.
Hey, it's fine. I mean, I liked Toffee.
No, but Toffee was cool though.
He was more than just cool.
Absolutely.
Did you like Star versus the Forces of Evil?
I never watched it.
Keep it that way.
Yeah.
I watched like some of it.
Yeah. Like passingly?
I never watched it when it was on TV.
Oh.
So.
Reasonable.
That'll do it.
I didn't. Well, no, I totally did watch it when it was airing.
The only character that I have any recollection of is Tom, and that's it.
True. You would.
Which one
though.
was? Oh, that's the demon boy.
Yeah, the demon boy.
That's the only reason I remember him is because I like demon boys.
Also, the way they like fucking threw Ludo into like the abyss.
Yeah.
Because I liked Ludo.
I didn't.
I liked him for the most part. I like season 1.
Ludo. I also remember Ludo. He's a fucking little freak.
Yeah, he's a fucking little freak. And
I
that's why
liked
he's
him
fun
in season 1.
Yeah.
Everything after that, I did not like what they were doing with Ludo.
Yeah, his stupid like just self-discovery
I didn't care.
journey
I don't
bullshit,
care.
whatever. Yeah. Just keep him
Just
being...
be a fun cartoon.
Just keep him
That's
being
all
a
I
silly
wanted.
guy. Like, you know what? Like, something that has a similar vibe, but did everything way better. Wander Over Yonder.
Oh yeah,
Similar vibe
2
to Star
seasons?
I
Versus.
also never watched Wander Over Yonder.
it was pretty good.
Real solid show. Didn't try to be more than what it was.
It had that voice actor from Wreck-It Ralph in it, didn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it had
Jeffrey
Fix It
Breyer.
Felix.
He was very good.
And he was just doing that voice.
And also Lord Hater. I mean, come
Lord
on.
Hater's so
Lord
good.
Hater was so good.
So good.
I've
I've never seen a more bullyable villain.
It's true. That man was the universe's biggest bottom.
He was made to be bullied, and people would bully him without realizing they were bullying him, and that was the joke.
Uh-huh. It did spawn a lot of odd art that was Wander X, whatever the fuck her name was.
Oh, it was like Dominator, right?
I think so.
Or like her name was Dominator.
Dominator.
I think.
Lots of art with her and Wander.
Well, I mean that
there was
design.
a lot of it though.
See, that's a design you look at and you go, "This was made for sex."
Bye, Nils.
Have fun.
I can't even argue with you though.
You know, when you just look at a design and you go, "Like this was made for sex."
Dominator was good, and she had like a cool song.
Yeah, but you know, like I put that design in like the same category as like the mom from Robot Boy.
Jesus.
You're just like this design.
Like sure, it's like, oh look, she's a mom. Like she's like when you see her at the face, she's got the Gendy proportions, right?
Yeah.
But then she turns around and you're like, did y'all need to draw her cheeks like that, yo? Like what the fuck? Holy God. I blame shows like that for the way that I am now.
Oh my God.
Take that for what you will. We should probably start reading.
Yeah, we should. It's fine. It's Nick's route. I stay sat on the bed as I stare at the ceiling. It's not often someone does something nice for me without expecting something else in return. Cynthia does, but that's about it. I feel that warm feeling from Nick come back in my chest, and I feel myself smile a little. I guess that was only because only looking out for me by telling William what he did. Even if we kind of ruined it, convincing William right off the bat would have been good. Maybe I should come clean with the coyote. Yeah, okay. That would be half my worries gone if he believes me. But that's an if, not when. When I'm not really ready to take chances on right this minute.
Can't just do these things and move on.
Look, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh thing. If not when. Or when not if. It's important.
Mm-hmm.
It's an important distinction.
Very important.
Mm-hmm. I need a break from all this confessing. I sigh, wondering if maybe I should have told Nick exactly where I dropped the coins. I don't like the idea of him fumbling around where, well, Nick would be okay. Whatever happened in there was after me, and me alone for killing man. My gut twists as I remind myself. Excuse me. Not only that, I'm probably going to hell now, but because I remember those sounds, and that thing. It happened right after I killed Jack, so it only makes sense that it's only haunting me. But if it isn't, what if it's still in there, waiting for the next person? No, that was the devil. What if it wasn't? Okay. Well, if it has to be, because if it isn't, then I can't explain it at all. I imagine Nick feeling around in the dirt for the coins, some indefinable shape coming up behind him to smother and pierce him. Shit. My heart seems to plummet into my ass. That's not the only thing plummeting into his making me squirm and dig my claws into my arms.
God.
I can't let him go there alone. Even if he moved the body, he was with them. He was with people then. What if he's alone? I gotta stop him. Either I go in there with him, or I warn him and make him realize I'm crazier than he already thinks. Oh well. Double eagles aren't worth Nick getting hurt in there, or worse. I mean, they're worth a good amount. Hell, I might still go in there for them, but I'm just not gonna let Nick go in blind. With that settled in my head, I keep sitting here. It's too early to get up and run errands that I usually have for Madame Dora. Or maybe I'll get a little more shut-eye while I can. When I think about that, Jack's face just appears in my mind, his eyes open, staring back at me. Couldn't even do him the courtesy of closing his eyes and letting him rest forever.
He kind of didn't deserve it, though.
That's the polite thing to do.
I suppose, but Sam's not polite.
No, he's gay. I frown at myself, wondering why the hell I'm thinking that right now. Then I get the stupid, awful feeling creeping up my neck again, like something is here with me. Okay. I rub my neck, looking back at the wall. You know what? I should read the Bible for now. I slide off my bed, trying not to think about how it's light out and I'm still scared. That's a bad sign, because how the hell am I gonna handle the night? I open the little wooden compartment of my vanity. There's a lot of little wooden compartments in this vanity. Seeing the worn leather spine of the Bible, the Bibble, that was there when I first started working here.
See, there's a bunch of them, but there's only one, the little wooden panel.
This is the. It has the written, like, inscribed on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I opened the.
Mm-hmm. I love how in Final Fantasy VII, because, you know, I streamed it.
Yeah.
How often it is written as the Shinra.
Yeah, the Shinra.
The Shinra.
Like, because it's referring to the Shinra as, like, a group of people.
Well, it's referring to the company.
Right, but, like,
but
also
it's always, like,
people,
written as
the Shinra. Yeah, like they're their own people.
Yeah, but even characters like Scarlet and Higer,
they say the
would
Shinra.
say the Shinra. That's just how, like, it was.
Was it capital T or lowercase t?
It was lowercase all the time, but it's just like it feels like one of those translation rules where it's like, oh, the should not be here.
The Shinra.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I breathe a big sigh of relief, but the relief never comes. Instead, the tickling?
Yeah.
Tickling waves of my fur standing on end keep going up my spine and neck. Finally, I feel exactly where the presence is coming from. My dick. I look up and see the red eye staring back at me.
Whoa.
Oh, he went, gah.
He said, gah.
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 That's that thing that VTubers do.
Gah.
Maury's is really guttural.
Like,
I don't know.
Gah.
She like take a swig and go, Gah!
That's pretty good. That reminds me, I have a video that I want to show you that I
Oh
want
my
to find.
god. No, actually, I jump from seeing my own goddamn reflection. I stare at myself. I look like I can't believe what just happened on my face. Then I laugh in a loud, hollow sort of way because it should be funny, but it isn't at all. Holy shit. Holy shit, I might actually be going crazy.
Holy shit.
Fuck. I need to get out of here.
Oh, here you go.
Girl, my dog died. Let's go!
Yeah, I love that.
That's a joke, right? Please tell me that's a joke. Girl,
I just really like the animation in this video. It's really like just...
I don't know, even the original where she's just like, let's go! Because her avatar kind of like bobbles around and her eyes are shut. And I'm like, okay, that's really fun.
It's pretty good. Yeah, that was what I wanted to show you.
Good is so good.
Also, this is funny.
Damn, Celestia, Big Book of Horse Story. You just let Horse 9/11 happen. Wouldn't have been me.
This person's comics are so fucking good.
Please look forward to our full series watch along of My Little Pony. Friendship is magic.
When's
When's
that happening, Josh? When's it happening? When's it gonna happen?
I quickly snap shut the chest, hiding the Bible from sight, saying a quick sorry to God for cursing in front of the holy book. Then I'm getting dressed as quick as I can. All the while, I don't look over at the vanity. Even though I know this is all nonsense, I still can't help but feel like this isn't me looking back at... Okay, there's something else. I'm happy to leave the room behind for now. Happy not to dwell on the idea that something might have followed me home. That's fine. The saloon is quiet, bright with the sunrise coming in through the windows. Most everyone else is asleep. They were probably up way later than me. I go out the back because that's the most private part of me keeping my work private. If no one sees me leaving the place, the most just assume I'm some vagrant with weird fur. Of course, unlike the girls, my clients have to find me, so there's a certain level of me being in the know that I'm comfortable with, and I'm happy with where I'm at. I'm feeling better already, feeling the warmth of the sun soak into my fur, listening to the townsfolk slowly wake up and bring the street around me to life. It seems loony that I felt that way I did in my bedroom.
Yeah.
I just needed to get out. What do you want, you cat?
He had like a weird twitch and he had to violently lick his paw. Lick his little pee.
Little bitch. There's a real bounce in my step when a door opens in front of me and of all people, that weasel pops out.
Why are we seeing him so much? This isn't even his route.
You know, part of the reason why I don't actually like Murdoch that much is the gratuitous amount of screen time Murdoch gets in every route.
I see. He's just kind of around.
He's just around.
Is he a writer favorite?
I don't know.
I see.
I mean, William should be the writer favorite.
This is true.
Look at him.
He should be everyone's favorite. Such a tall drink of water. You drink and you can never get slated.
Right?
Your thirst will never be slaked.
It's like he shoved his paws up under my ribs and squeezed my lungs with the way I deflate. I hunch over like I usually do, shoving my paws in my pocket and trying not to be noticeable as I slink past. Of course he spots me.
Of course.
Oh, howdy, Sam.
He said howdy.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. I sigh, drawing back against the wall of the building that he comes out of, so we're out of everyone's way. Howdy. Cliff looks at me with an expectant smile. What? Well, how did it sound? What? My howdy. I am working to assimilate better. It's a shortening of how do you do, you know?
I want to dislike this man, but he keeps doing shit like this, and it's really cute.
Yeah, it's cute and punchable. Yeah, I guess. I've never really thought about it. Which is actually why you not noticing is the best compliment you can give. I did not stand out.
What a guy.
I think back. Well, maybe it kinda did. I don't think I was paying attention. Good enough for me. Even though my instincts want to reject this little fellow from being so completely different from me, I kinda want to kick myself for being so down on him. He's not hurting anybody, aside from himself, that is.
True.
If you're gonna hurt somebody, it might as well be yourself. He smirks at me. Well, congratulations, you're an echoer. You get a kick up the balls and being stuck here forever. Are you implying that you are stuck here? I shrug. Kind of. Have nowhere else to go. No real money either. And I'm a suspected murderer. Well, never limit yourself in such a way. Look at me! I am a mixture of so many things that should never have turned up in a place like this, yet here I am.
Why are you here, sir?
Because I can be, you little cum slut.
Jesus.
Oh, well, my advice to you is to get out while you can. They say that if you miss your train, it's gone for good. Don't be silly, Sam. You can still take a carriage or walk if you don't have the means. Which just moves you on to a shittier town. That is Peyton. Yeah, so Peyton's the shitty town next door.
Compared to this, until
this is the hustling, bustling Echo.
Echo. Oh my god.
Oh.
But this is pre-hysteria, so
Yeah.
that's kind of what kind of seals the deal for this place.
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
will. But we get to see it happen in real time.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how far along this game is.
True.
I need a train to get me out west. Maybe further. Why not the east? Eclipse life of traveling suddenly doesn't sound like the worst. Even if he did land himself an Echo, the poor chump. Is Batavia nice? It is, in fact. Being here has made me appreciate the more refined aspects of Batavia, and this word that I will not be pronouncing today, no sirree.
It says...
No, you can shut the fuck up. Now that I don't appreciate the rough nature of the untamed West.
Oh, you were so close. You almost had it. You almost had it. Damn. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Though honestly, I find the cities here to be rather harsh as well. That's why William moves here from the big city, I think.
The big city.
The big city for a big dick like William. Oh, yes. I have heard stories back home of the brutal outfit that pull most of the strings in this city.
Is it the Mafia?
Ah, yes, the Mafia.
Oh, yes, the Mafia.
What a delightful little thing. I always thought that after coming from over there, he's just kind of stick up his nose at small-time crime here. But he takes everything seriously. It's really weird having an actual conversation with this weasel. Yeah, we might be different, but he's an easy guy to talk to. Excuse me. I guess talking a lot has its advantages. Excuse me.
I wonder if that cup of ice is going to completely melt. I got you that cup of ice before we sat down to record. It's all one piece now. You found it. You found the one piece.
Okay.
Hey, came in handy.
Yeah, yeah.
It worked out, I think.
That was a nice, cool drink of water at the bottom there.
A good bit of refreshment there.
It's fine.
Because I was definitely like almost filled halfway up, and now it's a lot smaller.
No. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's
wow,
not gonna...
He does have a punchable face. I looked up and was like, I could just kick him in the stomach.
Could just give him a kick.
Yeah.
Introduce him to dick kick him, you know what I'm saying?
Say, you're friends with the female Kit Fox at the saloon, correct? Cynthia? Yes, she's the one. What about her? Last I remember, the weasel was trying to sneak away from her. Well, she is a member of the Meseta tribe, is she not? I think so. She doesn't talk about it much. Gets real testy if you try. I know. I was hoping that because you are friends, that you might be able to help me.
Is there more of Cynthia and the tribe in Cliff's Route?
Maybe.
It's just a question. You can just...
You'll find out.
I guess I will. Huh?
Maybe.
Possibly.
No. Ha! Just because we're friends doesn't mean she'll go along with anything I suggest she do. What do you want her to do anyway? I feel myself getting a little protective of Cynthia, wondering if maybe she wants to run his big school experiment on her or something. Oh, nothing too strenuous. I simply would appreciate some direction as to where I should go. That doesn't sound like too trouble? That doesn't sound too terrible. Terrible. Where did trouble come from?
I don't know. Missing a couple letters?
No, it's missing a lot of letters. That's fine. I guess.
I guess.
Well, were you still wanting to make an appointment with me? Oh, well, if you're interested, you didn't seem to be last night. I was already booked. Just make an appointment with the madame. That you'd like the time in the smoke room. Oh, I don't smoke.
Cliff!
It's code, I guess. It tells them you want me without saying it out loud. You remember what happened when you did the last time. Ah, understood. Anyway, I can talk to Cynthia and maybe set something up between the two of you, alright? Thank you, Sam. Sure, anyway. It was nice talking to you, Cliff. See you around the saloon then. Indeed. You said almost as many words to me in the past 5 minutes as you have the last few days. I look forward to our appointment.
Homie is down bad.
Yeah.
He is down horrendous.
Is he down horrendous?
He's pretty down horrendous. Not just down bad, he's down horrendous.
Is it as bad as the guy who likes what's her name from Danganronpa?
Oh, Sayori.
The Sayori sim.
Did I send... I think I posted that video in the chat at some point.
I had... Yeah, someone had sent it to me, and I sent it to Issa, and like we were all having like a good laugh about it.
That's fantastic. No, he's not down that bad.
Have you been to that guy's Twitter?
I haven't been to his Twitter,
the one that you sent in the Discord was somebody else reposting
it wasn't his.
The one that I had found was his original video.
Oh my god.
And so I like scrolled through his Twitter just to see, and he just does that for like a bunch of different waifus. Oh. He has a bunch of like HoloLive stuff as well.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I fucking love that video. I was like, Jesus. Even for a bit. The fucking dedication.
I love the Sayaka militia.
Yeah.
The waifu warriors.
Yeah.
That's the one that gets me where I'm like, I love this.
Oh my god.
This suddenly became, this is a little cringe to this is based.
This is based. Yeah.
This is based.
It graduated successfully.
Yeah. I wave at him before setting off down the street with a kick in his step. Cliff was a nice distraction while it lasted, and now I'm back to thinking of Nick. It's probably less than an hour until noon, which means I gotta head over now if I'm gonna catch him. So I start walking that way. I start getting a creepy feeling, one that's different from what I'd felt in my room. Thank God. This feeling's more like someone real is watching me. I scratch the back of my neck, trying to look like I'm not walking somewhere I'm unfamiliar with. In fact, I don't think I've walked this way since the day it happened. I come up on a small crowd that's packed in front of the press building.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a tent now, because a month ago, a group of men burned the place down to the ground after something was printed in the paper that they didn't like. So nothing's changed.
Yeah.
The dirt around it is still a blackish color from the old ash. Now that I'm finally at a place where I might have a reason to stop, I face the tent, and then I look to my left, up the street where I'd come from. There's nothing out of the ordinary on the wide street. People here and there going about their business. There's a wolf lying face down by the saloon, ass up, presenting, ready. A much smaller one than ours. But as I'm looking at him, I see something move by the left side of the saloon, around the corner to the alley. I look up and I see, for just a quick second, a very familiar tail poking around the corner. I look hard, but it disappears. I shift around in place, not sure what to do next. Tails can only be so many colors, but I'm damn certain I know that one. So I sort of press myself up against the side of the tent, wishing there was something more solid to lean on so I could look more casual. Just as I'm glaring at the way I keep getting bumped into by the crowd, I see something move around that corner. Move again around that corner. And sure enough, a flash of tawny eye and sharp eye looks around.
Nope.
Sharp?
Nope.
Sharp ear.
There you go. You said sharp eye.
The
ear. Eye went like
the eye, the ear, they're like the same thing. They're around. They both perceive things
differently. They absorb different signals, sure. I don't hear with my eyeballs. Just so you know, it's just wanted to let you know.
In one of the more recent issues of the Fantastic Four, there's just this weird scene in which they're looking at like people that are encased in like alien gel pods, right?
Okay.
And just like people in cocoon things.
Yeah.
And they're just having a conversation, and Reed is analyzing the thing. He pokes his eye out of his socket, and to examine the thing, he just presses his eyeball against the cocoon while he's just having a conversation with Susan.
What a guy.
Like, looking at something else, looking at that, and, like, talking to her, and she's just...
multitasking.
Just why?
He's just so good at what he does.
And I'm just like, love you, Reed.
Good old Reed.
I look up the street right away, pretending I didn't see the coyote spying on me. God, he's after me. He can't see enough of me.
Nope.
Damn it. It's my wonderful dreams come true. If I'd wondered how suspicious William is of me, I just got my answer. This is the worst time, too. I need to get to Nick now, otherwise I'm gonna miss him, and he's going in there alone. So I start to push my way through the crowd, getting a shove or two from loud men as I squeeze by them. I automatically snarl and cuss at them like you're supposed to when another man disrespects you in this town, but I'm only thinking about William now. As soon as I'm past the tent, I take a quick left onto a smaller road with hardly any buildings except a house or two. With no one around now, I speed up, jogging down the road before stopping in front of one of the few buildings around. More of a shack, really. I look behind me, and right as I do, I see William framed right there between the tent and the next building to it.
Yeah.
My heart freezes, but he still isn't looking at me. He looks into the crowd of men, an angry glare on his face as he pushes a few of them aside. I'm numb as I just walk into the shack. Coming out of the brightness from outside, I can hardly see anything except the glow of a small lantern in the corner. I stand there for a few seconds, feeling dazed, waiting for my eyes to adjust. I know people are in here, I can hear them, but I can't smell them because something else crowds my nostrils.
His nostrils.
All that comes to mind is one of my old customers, one that I still remember because he was a panda, and because he smelled just like this. Incense.
Nice.
I frown, wondering, Lee? I could never say his name right because my mouth just can't put the first and second part of Liu
Hmm?
together.
Liu.
So when I said Liu, you know, I get that. Liu. It's a little quicker. You gotta.
Yep.
You're not really announcing each part.
Yeah, come on, Sam. I thought you had to have a quick tongue.
Come
I
on.
thought you were good at the blowies, bro.
Oh my god.
Gotta have a quick tongue.
He laughs and said Lee was all right. Look at this shack.
It's a shack, all right.
Yeah. But I realize right quick that this is not Lee once my eyes finally get used to the dark. Lee left anyway. At least I think he did. One of the dozens of customers that just stopped showing up. In front of me now, though, is a long-eared thing. I think a hare? He's no Lee, but he's dressed oriental like Lee would. Then he starts talking to me in that language that's way too fast for me to even get a hold of. And then he points at the door. Go. That I do understand. I shift around in place, just wanting to stay a minute or two more until William isn't there anymore. Can I stand here for just a minute? I won't bother you. I'm just... the sun's getting to me. And we see this lad.
Oh, he's so cute.
I like this character. This is one of my favorite characters.
I like him.
He's real neat.
He's great. He's a little sable.
Yeah. He's the Sable man.
He's so good.
Sables are like, I can't get over them because they're just small bears.
Yeah, they're weasel bears.
They're just small bears.
They got big old paws like bears, but they're
like
shaped like a weasel.
I like look at a sable and then I look back at a weasel and I'm like, what's even the point of all of these other weasel-like creatures if I could have a sable?
Exactly right. You're exactly right, 100%.
This is my bear.
Yeah, mongoose, get the fuck out of here. Sable's so much stronger.
Right.
It could fight 20 snakes, not just one, you weak ass bitch.
To my right, a curtain that I thought was a wall whips back and what looks like a weasel with black fur sticks his head out. He says something in that same language to the hare, then he turns to me. What are you doing here? Just passing through. I'll leave in a second. I move a little to my right so I can't be seen through the entrance. The weasel talks back and forth with the hare again, then turns back to me. Did someone tell you about this place?
Sick. He's what a cool guy.
Right? I look at him, and at the same time, he brings something up to his mouth. I focus on it because it's a weird looking, and I think it's a pipe, just a really long one. I'm also thinking that it's not tobacco in there.
Is he smoking crack?
Probably. The weasel takes a deep puff of it. The hare turns to him, too, and makes the backhanding motion that he's done earlier to me.
Do you smoke opium?
I don't know.
Is that how it works? I don't know how opium works.
I don't know what that is.
It's a drug. Don't you remember Rurouni Kenshin had a big PSA about it?
Oh yeah.
There's a whole subplot about he took opium and died. Opium bad.
It's fine.
I mean, sure, there is an opiate, and there's an opiate problem, but it's I don't know how it works.
The weasel shouts back before the pipe disappears. Yeah, I'm slowly understanding where I am and why the man is so mad at me. I turn to him, my paws up. I won't tell anyone. I mind my own business. I can promise you that. I'm just catching some shade while I can. I'm not gonna tell them the sheriff was looking for me. There's another back and forth between the two of them, and finally the hare just throws his paws up and walks over to a chair in the corner he'd probably been sitting in before I burst in. I stand there real uncomfortable, enough that I'm ready to go back out, even if it's only been a minute. The weasel keeps staring at me, taking a drag from the pipe every now and then. There's a weird look in his eye, like he's staring at something miles away over my head. Your fur is very white for a mountain lion. I bristle. Yeah, well, your fur is really dark for a weasel.
Sable. What? I am a sable. Never heard of that. Most here haven't.
I sigh, deciding I can probably go now.
Would you like to try? It sends the sadness and pain away for a while.
He holds up the shiny pipe, almost glittering from the light that comes in through the doorway. I watch him inhale again, then blow out a light smoke in my direction, and I think I catch a whiff of something else, just over the incense. Then I get a real good look at his hand, and I can see most of his fingers are missing. His pointer and the thumb stick out in ways they shouldn't, while his pipe balances between them. I start to move towards the door.
Duh, you can get alcohol or morphine at the drugstore for that.
I feel like I'm giving him advice, even though I know he doesn't need it. Maybe it's because I'm friends with the sheriff and I want people to follow the law, even though I don't.
This is better, for less money. That's important for men like me, who can no longer work.
I look at his hand again, and he smiles.
Caught in the machinery at the mines. Now I use my feet to pick up trash for pennies.
The sable looks over at the hare, who is hunched over, looking like he's sewing something.
And occasionally interpret for the men who can't speak the local language.
I think whatever the guy is on, I know what it is, I just can't remember the name, is making him more talkative too.
Oh, okay, well, thanks for letting me stay. I'm feeling better now.
I back up. Then because I've seen the Oriental man do it, I bow. The sable nods and the hare snorts, but I'm already spinning out the door, glad to breathe in the air that isn't so heavy. Alright, well, we'll end the part here.
Okay, we got to see that man.
Yeah, we got to see those little
I liked
sable.
him. He was really cute.
He's just a little guy.
Just a cute little guy.
Yeah, but we'll see you around, everyone.